Well, if you have been to any store here in the past few days, you know signs of the holiday season are all around us. Aisles of decor and gift wrap and candy are everywhere. And as we start to prepare for this season, we want to remember that the holidays can be a difficult and lonely time for some here in our community. Here with more on an upcoming event to bring help and hope is Laura Graham with Tetrick Funeral Services. And Laura, great to have you on the show.
You,
I just wish that Richie would be a little bit more comfortable when he comes to see us.
I know, he's laid back.
Time.
Like, he loves the sofa.
He does love our couch. And you do this every year.
Yes.
Before we get into the holiday season for the community, and I think it's so important.
Yes, we have just preceded what we call Surviving the Holidays with our grief journey, and we're finishing that up. And then on Tuesday, November the 4th, we have a one-session night called Surviving the Holidays. We know that first year of anniversaries, birthdays, especially Christmas and Thanksgiving is especially hard for someone who's lost a loved one in that past year. Or whenever, you know, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years to get where you feel like you want to celebrate again.
Yeah, such a void.
Yes.
And so addressing that, and of course you meet these folks here in our community through your services, and so to continue to kind of be there, to be that support. Right. What is that night like for them to be part of? How do you kind of go through it to really help address their needs?
Well, Chris Osborne is our facilitator from First Christian Church, and she is wonderful. And she gives them coping skills. She also tells them it's okay if somebody invites you to a party and you don't know if you want to go, call your host and hostess and tell them you plan on being there, but if things change for you during that day with your feelings, to please excuse you and not, you know, be offended by your not coming, and where to park your car, so if you need to make an exit, you can leave quickly. She just gives them a lot of coping skills for, especially with Christmas and Thanksgiving, how to get through that time of the year.
And I love that it's so applicable.
Yes.
These are easy things that you can do to kind of ease some of that pain during that transition year.
Yeah, and you know, especially if you've been married to someone for a long time, or if it's a parent, you really feel that void at the dining room table when you have your meal, and she gives you some tips on how to cope with that, and to bring that person into the celebration by having a candle there, or just different things that she tells you how to manipulate through that time.
And I know over the years you've gotten really good feedback from people that have attended, maybe said, you know, I don't want to do this, I don't want to go through it and sit through it, but in the end they're glad they did. Yeah,
they are. They just want to shut the door. And I know when my husband died, that first year was really hard for me. Going to family events and as I said, the Thanksgiving and the Christmas lunches, and how to navigate that and cope with it, and try to be upbeat for your family, but inside you're not feeling very upbeat.
Yep. Absolutely. Real feelings. All right, well, we're going to give everybody some information. Do want to mention, here's the Saving the Holidays. Again, that is coming up, Surviving the Holidays, Tuesday, November 4th from 7 to 8:30. That number is there on your screen if you'd like to register. Also, Laura invites everybody to come out on Halloween night. You're doing some trick-or-treating.
We're doing trunk-or-treat from 5 to 7, hot dogs, free hot dog supper, because I remember how, as a young mother, it was hard to feed everybody and get out the door. We've got tons of candy, especially if you've got little ones and want to not travel all over the place. You can do everything you need to do. We're going to have fire trucks, lots of stuff going on. So
all right, and that is happening right there on 3001 Peoples Street in Johnson City. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Amy.